Hey everyone, welcome back to another live broadcast of the Engadget podcast. I'm senior editor Devendra Hardawar. Today I'm joined with our reviews editor Sherlyn Lowe. Hey Sherlyn.
Hello.
And our podcast producer Ben Ellman. Hey Ben.
Hi.
Hey, so we are just kind of getting things started today. So we can chat with you guys in the chat a little bit. We're also waiting for Matt Smith, our UK bureau chief, to join us, and he and Sherlyn are going to be talking about their experience with the new Google Nest Hub, which sounds creepy as hell. Like that thing sounds terrifying to me. So I'm not going to burn any podcasts there.
Yeah.
Too much people. But hello to everybody in the chat. Do we have any regulars? Is anybody around?
I'm seeing Cornell Waugh, Mark Dell, as always. Jash Sachdeva is a frequent flyer. We also have someone with an Arabic name that I cannot read.
It's not resolving, yeah. I see Mark Dell. I see Chris Velasco. I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah.
Cornell, by the way, is one of the platform agnostic mentees.
Very cool.
Welcome.
Very cool.
And we're just waiting on Matt to get ready.
Matt to get headphones. Headphones. Oh my God.
Chris Velasco is intrigued by one of the topics we're going to talk about today, and that's why he's here. I was asking him questions about it. Hi to Jaime Avalos. Avalos. Luke Lint, editor video. Yondel dude.
Oh, wow. Is that me? Wow. Oh, that's me. That is my first YouTube screen name. I gotta change that. Excuse me.
Really?
I guess that's you. So Yondel dude is actually Ben Ellman. Do not follow.
What is the explanation behind that?
Okay, so when my family got their first computer, it was right around the time of the Dude You Get in a Dell campaign.
Wow. Okay.
And I grew up in Yonkers.
Nope.
And that's the whole thing.
I hate this.
It's every single person's first screen name is embarrassing.
Oh man,
that's
not mine. It was
mine
was probably Sailor Moon related. Not embarrassing at all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Fine.
Sailor Moon fandom online. Park or Young Park or Young Park. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Please let us know. Mark says they got a new laptop, and he got a new laptop. And
did Mark Dell get a Dell?
People. Oh, is it a Dell?
I don't know.
Chris Reardon is here too. Hi to Chris Reardon.
Hello, everybody. And Matt Smith. All that noise you heard is Matt Smith joining in. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, are we good to go with Matt?
I don't know if it looks like we are.
Not hearing you. Not hearing you, Matt.
I don't think we're ready for Matt. It's always a fun time to have Matt on, though. He's always
fun.
As long as he's not bringing a mouthful of sushi on without sharing it.
Yeah, love it.
Yep.
Sometimes the microphone gets swapped when you sign in Matt, so just double check it.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Okay, I just tick boxed and it worked. There we go.
Can you tap your mic? Make sure it's the right mic.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. All right, everybody.
Make sure that you start the recording.
And all right.
That's fine. Should be. Yeah. Also, for the people on the live stream, happy April Fools, except for not happy.
Look out for surprises during this episode, I guess.
I'm not going to say anything during the actual intro about April Fools, just because it's not going to be released on April Fools.
Yeah.
But during the live stream, hello.
It's a live stream surprise. We've got our biggest April Fool here, so thank you, Matt, for joining us.
Oh boy.
Let's not do that. You do it, then I do it, then our listeners do it. Okay. We good to go, and you can kick it off whenever you want, Sherlyn.
Yeah. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Engadget podcast. I'm reviews editor Sherlyn Lowe.
I'm senior editor Devendra Hardawar.
And today we are talking all about our review of the Google Nest Hub, taking you a little bit behind the scenes, how that came to be, some of the funny, creepier stories around it. And our UK Bureau Chief, Matt Smith, will be joining us to talk about that. But it isn't just about the Nest Hub. Google had a slew of news as well as Xiaomi, which unveiled its first real foldable this week too. So plenty of news to go around. But before we get to all that, if you're liking the show, please leave us a rating on iTunes. It'll really help people discover us. Subscribe on any podcast platform you like. And we also live stream the recording of this show every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, thereabouts, on the Engadget YouTube channel. So head on over there and join us. It's a fun little crew.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Waiting.
Yeah.
Also, reminder to everyone that's watching this stream that might be new here, we're recording an audio podcast and live streaming it at the same time, but in between segments is when we can interact with you guys and take your questions and comment on the chat. But in between those Q&A segments, we'll actually have to like really focus on the audio content.
The show. Yeah.
So we unfortunately won't be interrupting ourselves to talk to you during that time. But
actually, hold on to everyone. So, Julio, I know that you can't say anything or like say anything on the chat, but I'm getting something in the YouTube chat that says that the video is off compared to the audio.
Audio and video don't.
We just tested that. Okay. Let's see. This is Julio.
We are going to.
Okay.
Yeah, we're taking a little time to.
All right. Hey. Better for audio sake, I hope.
April Fools, apparently, according to Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Do you guys let us know, like Ben said, if this is better and working better now? We would love to make sure things are going smoothly before we continue. But hey, that was a real problem. That wasn't like an April Fool's problem.
No, that was. If it was like the worst April Fool's. It was
Good catch, Ben.
Totally uninspired.
And thank you, chat, for shouting it out. Okay.
All right. I'm not seeing anyone say anything / say that it's bad, so seems like we can continue.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to everyone that mentioned something. Oh, someone said it's worse. Mark Dell said it's worse.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, we're working on it. Hopefully
see how
this is
this goes.
better. Thanks for thanks for waiting and patiently waiting for us to fix this thing. We understand the chat's a little bit behind, so we don't know if we can see your feedback on whether this is good just yet. But
Good time. We caught it early.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know. Would still like to play this off as an April Fool's thing, but And Mark Dell is saying, because light travels faster than sound, we need it to adjust for the speed of light.
Who believes that?
Okay,
all right,
yeah,
apparently
science.
now we're good. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Thank you
take
for
that.
helping us, chat.
Yes, thank you, chat. Definitely appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna take the Nest Hub bit now. Cool.
Yes. Yeah. So the intro was totally fine. So we just
Cool.
need to start in with the first one.
The segment, yeah. All right. So this week, I finally managed to publish my review of the Google Nest Hub, which is Google's new smart display that uses a radar sensor to detect motion to see if you're asleep or not. And I'm sure we have a lot of questions, but there's also a lot of funny stories in the behind the scenes. So I also had the help of UK Bureau Chief Matt Smith throughout the review process, because he also had a review unit and was giving me feedback as we went along. So without further ado, hey Matt, thanks for joining us today.
Hey guys, I'm glad you fixed all your technical problems.
Yeah.
I think it was probably me. I
Yeah,
normally
funny
get
how it
blamed
just
for these
shows
things.
up when Matt appears.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
but maybe
it's
is it a
the
time zone
across-
difference?
It's the across the pond delay. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
not a pond to replay, but pond delay. Anyway,
I'm just gonna go back and just
Matt,
gonna leave this
you-
podcast in the first minute.
Okay, Matt, you and I got the Google Nest Hub into test, and we've been playing with it for about a week. Tell me what you first thought of the Nest Hub's sleep tracking when you heard about it.
So I recall like seeing the post about it coming and like
Mhm.
it being teased as a new home hub. And in fact, like Google UK got in touch with me months ago to kind of tease what's your address? We have some hardware
Yep.
to send to you. And I'm like, what is it? Why?
Yep.
And I think I asked you, Cher, and you were like, well, the last thing was like, I think it was Wi-Fi routers. And I was like, well, I don't need them. Anyway, I kept like saying, so what is it? And they're like, oh, sorry, we can't tell you yet. Sorry, we can't tell you that. So I think this
Mystery
is like a
box.
Oh, it might
device.
have been the thermostat too. 'cause
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
what is
something like
that?
that. It was
Yeah.
something like really not in my purview or nothing
Mhm.
really I cared about. But it turned out to be this home hub. And like when I got it out of the box, when it first landed here, the first thing I looked for, oddly enough, was the camera, because I have the big model, the Mac. Is it the
Yes,
Max?
Nest
The
Hub
Nest
Max,
Hub
yeah.
Max, yeah. So it has a camera, so you can do your Google Duo calls, Hangouts, video calls through it, and all these other cool things. So it's like, oh, where's the camera? And then I realized this is the kind of smaller, cheaper version.
Mhm.
So that was my initial impression. I mean, it looks like all the other home hubs, doesn't it? There's not
Yeah.
ever made any major changes to the design at all.
Yeah.
And then I read up on it, and yeah, it's all about the sleep tracking. It's about the Soli sensor, which I think it launched in a Pixel phone, didn't it, a few years
Mhm.
ago?
Yes.
That was when it was first appeared for gesture controls, and now they're
Right.
using it to aim it at your bed at a creepy angle and track your sleep.
Did you so just to catch everyone up, or as a reminder, the Nest Hub, like Matt said, is the smaller of Google's smart displays. So it's got like a 7-inch screen, it's teeny tiny, it's meant for intimate spaces like the bedroom, so it doesn't have a camera, and there's a microphone kill switch, just in case you don't want any sounds being picked up. As opposed to the Nest Hub Max, which is really meant for more communal spaces like living rooms, kitchens. So it does have a camera for video calls and stuff like that. So the Nest Hub 2nd Gen launched with a new feature called Sleep Sensing, and it's powered by the Soli radar sensor that, like Matt pointed out, first launched mainstream, I guess, in the Pixel 4. But Soli was always kind of a project under Google's ATAP, which is the Advanced Technology and something division. I want to say projects, but can't remember the full acronym.
It's probably projects, yeah.
Projects, yeah. So
Yeah.
ATAP division, and basically uses radar to detect very minute movements.
Mhm.
On the Pixel 4 was things like you can turn your hands like you're adjusting a fake knob in the air, and like adjust the volume, or later on it rolled out in the Nest thermostat, and it was used to like detect presence in a room, human presence in a room. So, and I know Devendra has had some experience with that, and he liked it.
I have
right?
2 of the new cheaper Nest thermostats, and it's helpful to have that thing pop up whenever I walk by. So it's useful in that respect. Yeah.
Matt, I know you were trying to get out of doing any work at all with the smart display.
Hey, I flagged it with you guys. I flagged it, and like a little bit inside baseball here. When me and Cher get sent like the same devices, I'm always there to flag it and say, "Hey, Cher, is there anything I can do to make your job easier?" And she's like, "No, I'll do it. It'll arrive a day before the embargo breaks, but I'll do it because I just want to do it. And I'm just a really performative employee, and I just must show everyone that I'm working really hard on this device. So don't worry, I've got it all." And for this, so this was the rare occasion where she actually doubled back and actually asked for some feedback and some help.
She was like, for your help.
"Oh, like you set this. You probably should share this up, Shannon. Why did you come to me for my impressions on the hub?"
So you were like, "Hey, I have 1, 2. Yeah, happy to." You also pointed out that you had a hard time setting it up next to your bed. So one of the first things I had a problem with the Nest Hub was finding a spot next to my bed to place it. I thought I was going to use the window ledge next to my bed, but I sleep on a low platform. Not ideal. I don't actually like sleeping so low. It's not by choice, not because my last name's low. I mean, but
let's admit it. You sleep on the floor, Sherlyn. Like
basically like a tatami. Yeah, like yeah. Anyway, so I had trouble finding something that was mattress height. Like this thing needs to be set up on something exactly mattress height. I didn't have something. Matt also said you didn't have something, correct? That was like part of your bedroom.
Yeah, so I have a little like weird kind of bureau pegboard thing that I can hang kind of small objects. It's got a small shelf, but the hub is small, but it's not tiny. You need like a substantial base to be able to kind of position it diagonally to kind of aim at your bed.
I mean, so that was good to feel like justified about, because I thought I was just this one weirdo that didn't have like a good nightstand and everything. But I think most people who are more adult have one, like a proper nightstand. So like you won't have that issue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, for me, yeah, exactly. So for me, once I like realized I wasn't alone, I was like, okay, I'll point this out in the review. That was nice to have Matt there kind of back me up. But the main reason afterwards that I came to Matt is after he started sharing some of his like sleep info with me earlier, I was like, my first sleep profile started coming through, and it was not registering. It's supposed to tell you how long you've been asleep, whether you were restless, and also throughout the night, whether there were changes in the light and temperature around you. Also, sounds. It's listening for things like coughing and snoring. Which we'll get to the whys of it in a little bit. But I looked at my results, and I think for the first 2 nights, there was just nothing registered in terms of sound. So it's like, is this thing even working? Is this thing on? It just turns out I'm like the most quiet sleeper ever. And I don't
sorry, for the sake of the podcast, I'm just shaking my head and rolling my eyes. So it just turns out I'm the prettiest, most quiet sleeper. I don't know.
According to Google. Yeah.
Well known in my family for being the perfect sleeper, just so you know, because my aunt, who's a very picky sleeper, whenever we used to travel, would choose to room with me because she's like, this B word is silent as hell. She like a corpse.
Yeah,
exactly.
My niece, the corpse.
That's true. Yeah. It's actually, I can probably confirm this because I also remember from our flights to Computex.
Oh, right.
I would always walk by and Sherlyn's just like in the weirdest position, but passed out.
Just Dracula.
Somehow. Yeah.
Dracula ring in the back. Yeah.
So she's totally getting. Let's backtrack a little, guys. So this is a normal Google Nest, right? Like it does all the normal stuff a Nest does. It's just a Nest with this weird sleep tracking thing, right?
Yeah, it's by and large the same thing. There are like some improvements. I'm better. Yeah, the audio, that's exactly the thing I was going to bring up. Like it sounds a lot better. Like even like watching, because you can stream video services to it, so you can stream your Netflix, YouTube, the rest of it. And the sound is like nice enough to actually casually watch a show on it, like a short enough show anyway. And that was a pleasant surprise because it's cheaper. It's cheaper than the old one.
It is, exactly. It's $50 cheaper than the original, which cost $150 at the time. So now the new Nest Hub is $100, which is nice.
That's within like basically, hey, I'll buy this and play around with it territory. You know, it's like almost an impulse buy. Yeah.
If you want to be nitpicky about it, it's $99.99. So it's like
Hmm.
under $100 technically, but by the time you add taxes
For
and
sure.
crap, it's
So
more.
we talked about this, by the way, when you first announced this creepy ass device.
When I first
Sherilyn.
announced it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
when you
Mm.
talked about it.
When I first shared it
Um,
with chat, yeah.
But I'm wondering, what do you guys think? How is it different than other sleep tracking things we've seen?
Mhm.
There have been wearables, there have been all sorts of things. At one point I tested something that like slipped under my mattress.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and kind of detected movement and stuff like that. Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of experience with mattress sensors. Just don't generally like those, or don't have the like outlets for so many plugs and stuff. So that's the one downside of another smart display in the bedroom, is like you need another outlet if you don't already have one.
Yeah.
It's also giving you different types of insight. The smart display is really about the environments in your bedroom when you're
Mhm.
going to bed, and what you can do to change that to get you into a more, I guess, consistent and peaceful resting routine. So if you're like me, I occasionally have the TV on when I go to sleep. I leave it to turn itself off overnight, or I have the
Mhm.
speaker on, and that's really what the smart display or the Nest Hub is helpful for in terms of like its sleep tracking. But when it's wearables, right? A lot of them, sorry, Apple Watch fans, but most of them now use the heart rate sensor to track what sleep zone you're in. So you can see when you wake up that you spent like maybe an hour or two in REM sleep, a few in deep restorative sleep, a few in like
Mhm.
just, awake and whatever. So I find that to be more insightful, even though it's
Sure.
less like something that I can do anything about,
Mhm. Did
I
you
don't know, Matt, what
actually
do you
get
think?
any sleep data, by the way, Shirley? I'm just wondering.
I
Like,
did.
it was hard. Okay, so you got something. Okay.
So,
Matt,
yeah,
you got
like,
some stuff too.
Yeah, I come from a little bit of a different perspective, because I'm okay. I'm happy to wear my Apple Watch when I go to sleep, so I get what the Apple Watch tracks while I
Mhm.
sleep,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
often heart rates. It does. I don't think it doesn't silo it like Cher was saying. It doesn't silo it into
It
REM
doesn't do
sleep and the rest of
zones.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do see, the plateauing and the peaking of
Mhm.
your heart rate, that kind of thing. So you can see where you woke up or when you were getting really deep, really falling into that sleepy coma. So that was cool to see. So like with what I was surprised with Google is that I don't use Google's health and fitness tracking apps. I have some
Mhm.
Android phones, but I mostly use an iPhone. So I installed the app on my iPhone just to kind of see
Mhm.
what I was gleaning from this hub. And it all just kind of effortlessly flowed in. You can kind of
Yep.
like knit together Google. Is it called Google Fitness
Fit.
or Google?
Yeah, it's
Google
Fit.
Fit. So you can
Mhm.
kind of knit together Google Fit with Apple's Health kind of WebKit and the rest of it. And it kind of just like shares all the data between the two. And so it was quite elegant in that it just kind of pulled all of my like Apple Watch workouts in with all these kind of metrics
Mhm.
about sleeping. So this is the story we were meant to hit on at the start, but we completely failed to. Was that
Go ahead.
Cher was saying like, oh yeah, it's weird. It's like it doesn't pick up any snoring.
I'm
And
just too perfect. Yeah.
because I don't, because I'm perfect in every way.
Yeah.
But what
Perfect
about
to
you,
sleep
Matt?
with.
What about you, Matt? And I'm like, seriously, this thing says I snored half the night. It's just like they
48
give you,
minutes.
48 minutes one night of just orange dots or orange zones of me.
That's
just
not too
kind of
bad. Oh man.
inhaling like some kind of anime enemy, just inhaling the cosmos.
Have you
for
guys ever
seconds at a
used
time.
the snoring tracking apps? Because it's something I've played around with too. There are a whole bunch of those where you just leave the app running,
Yeah, like
and-
leave your
don't
phone
need
face
to.
down with a mic on. Yeah, that kind of thing. But that was more for sleep tracking than snoring.
Yeah.
Like with my exes in the past, I've always denied that I snore, and they
Yeah,
snore,
exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't. And now I have.
Exactly.
The horror is I've now got this like factual evidence that not only do I
Can I
snore,
just
I
say-
snore quite a lot.
Oh yeah. I'm right there with you. Mhm.
I'm very lucky to not only be a non-snorer, but also the deepest sleeper. So I do not give a crap if like my partner is snoring throughout the night. Like I will pass out so
perfect.
hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. So you can snore all you want, friend. I was gonna
Yeah.
say bitch, but yeah.
Let's be nice. Let's be nice. Come on.
Yeah.
My question for you
called a
guys,
friend.
by the way, did you feel weird with this thing watching you? Because it's not like a device that you're wearing, right? It's not like something you necessarily control. It is there staring at you.
But it hasn't got
With a
eyes.
sensor. It doesn't have eyes,
Exactly.
but listen,
I
what are
think I'm
eyes?
okay
What are
with it.
eyes? But
Cameras.
but sensors for light reactions. It sees in other ways, like other animals. Does it feel weird to you?
Matt, you go
Not
first
at
because
all
I'm
for-
gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
not at all for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took it as it's almost like a heat map. That's how I kind of imagined it in my brain. You know, it's like I'm just walking past this heat mapping thing, like I'm in an airport or something. What I like, my main complaint with all the sleep tracking stuff is like none of this is going to solve your sleep problems. It really isn't. Like Cher kind of said earlier, like it can tell you to go to bed at the same time. It can tell you to be on your phone less. I mean, there's huge irony in telling you to be on your phone less.
Another
and then
screen
installing
telling
a big
you.
screen next to you that's louder and plugged into power at all times. But it's all down to you to kind of solve your sleep problems. Like there was no insight. Like sure, it's giving you all these facts, but there's no insight here. There's nothing that you can go, oh, that's why I don't sleep well. I snore. It's not gonna. It's not gonna solve your snore problems. It's not gonna solve the fact that Sherlyn goes to bed really late and only sleeps 5 hours, and that's because she's dead inside. It's not gonna solve that problem either. You know.
I try. Look, one of the things I really wanted the Nest Hub to help with, to Matt's point, is to fix my delayed circadian rhythm. I have I self-diagnosed that I have DSW, which is delayed sleep-wake phase, which means I basically just go to bed. Like I fall asleep a lot later than everyone else, despite my best efforts. Like I used the Nest Hub to prove that I was in bed at like midnight or even before midnight. I got to bed on time. I still passed out only at 3 a.m. Like it just it's something I struggle with. So if anything, the Nest Hub was good at helping me prove that, but it doesn't really help yet with the stuff that I need help with, is just like trying to sleep earlier or trying to fall asleep earlier. That's the stuff that I need to drink something for.
Right. I mean, I still go to bed like not that late, but late enough. I mean, me and Cher both live alone, so we're just like giant petulant toddlers. We can do what we want with our lives. Sorry. Well, I'm the same. We're in the same boat.
Yes,
do whatever you want.
Right. But like when
exactly.
When these kind of like when everyone discovered we were using our phones too much, Google and Apple kind of went back into their, mobile OSs and added all this kind of, these hygiene features for like, get off your phone less, time to go to bed. And we all turn those on, but that hasn't changed when I go to sleep. That hasn't improved my sleep at all. Unfortunately, it's down to you.
It's stuff that you already know, like go to bed earlier. Turn off your computer, turn off the lights. Like it's stuff you already know. That's where it's. But to answer your question earlier, though, Dev, I didn't feel it was creepy because once I started seeing the reports come through, and I realized that it was like very anonymous. Like, look, whatever the raw data is that the sensor sees, that's parsed on device, and then what Google then gets to present to you in the Fit app is the amount of time you've been asleep, whether you're restless, so things that have already been interpreted. And that stuff that I ended up seeing on the app, I really couldn't care less if someone saw it and knew that it was me. Like, yes, of course, I fell asleep at 3 a.m. I'm sorry, but like everything else, the creepiness of it did feel a little bit weird. Like maybe the first 2 nights where I was like, am I gonna be very still? And then like when you're aware that you can't move as you normally would, or you don't want to move as you normally would in bed, then you will definitely have trouble falling asleep because you're like not comfortable. After a while though, like I forgot it was there. Right now I've kind of just moved it a little bit out of the way. It's still tracking, which is nice. It's not pointed directly in my face, but it's still tracking it. It still works.
I kind of wish Google went all the way though and just was like really funny and creepy with it. Like just like a creeper that whispers to you at night. Like,
go back to sleep.
I'm watching you.
You shouldn't have drank so much water last night.
So a delicate question for both of you, but have you had any experience of it potentially tracking multiple people? Because the chat wants to know. And how does it distinguish you versus other people?
I'm so sorry. In the last week, I have had no power to make people sleep over. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. I try to pretend like
we're in the middle of a pandemic. It's okay.
I know. Like I've only met one human being this year so far in real life. I've only met one other human being, and they did not sleep in my bed.
I'm also more likely to sleep over at other people's places, FYI.
This is actually a good year for Google to launch this, by the way, because I'm sure everything falls apart with multiple people, right? Like I'm sure if it could barely detect you, Sherlyn, as a light sleeper, I'm sure like their algorithms have no idea what to do when there are multiple people in bed.
I was just going to say I do have a body pillow, like a big body pillow.
Your waifu doesn't
and it doesn't
count.
move.
Your waifu,
right,
please.
My
Anime
baby
waifu pillow.
Yeah.
But no, I mean that's a good test. But Google has or says it's built in like I guess precautions. I'm not sure, or the algorithm is designed in such a way that it's only meant to detect one person at once. So I haven't tested it with. I should have tested it with Brian when we were shooting a review video, but neither of us.
Force him to have a slumber party with you.
Yeah. Just lay here. Just lay here.
Brian.
It's like
Brian.
sleeping on the job, basically. Like, because you have to sleep for at least 20 minutes before the session will start.
Share. Seriously, we do not pay Brian enough.
It's true.
To make him
we
suffer
already subject him to my presence way too much.
To Brian O, our tireless New York video dude. Does this thing record audio, by the way, guys? I forget if you mentioned that. Like, do you get any record of anything, snoring?
No sleep talky things. I assume that's where, but I'm sure the mic is picking up the snore.
Yeah.
That's where it gets that from.
It is.
One thing about this that we haven't really touched on the hub, because Google, I think, were intentionally vague. Is that all the sleep tracking is just kind of in a beta mode because it's going to be kind of folded in to a premium subscription fit health bundle of some sort, so that we don't exactly know. In fact, I think there might be even more on my. Should I go get my box, my hub? Because it does kind of word it better.
Go for it. I can talk while you're gone because I still have some thoughts. Now, I felt really bad because when you're setting up the smart display, it is a smart display. It's got to show things, right? So most people, I think, choose to rotate a carousel of pictures of their friends and family. And as I was setting this up, Google's like, hey, do you want to generate an album with faces of people that you know?
You're like, no, I don't want to see those.
I was like, yes. But because I knew this was a review device that was going to get shot in a video, I was like, okay, let's be careful about who I include in this. So I put mostly pictures of myself on the screen.
That sounds about right. That actually checks out for what I'd imagine you put in your photo album.
So it's just a steady stream of selfies on this display. And during the review video, Matt, we're talking about the steady selfie stream. And
I've got a count if you want a count.
Oh my god, you counted?
At least 32 different selfie pictures. So tragic. And I only saw like one or two of your friends.
Because the way I had it set up was it was an album of pictures with my face recognized in it, so that
I know, but it said I saw it said Sherlyn and friends, but there's literally only one or two other people.
One other person was like my mom or something. Like I was like,
everybody else was Matt Smith. I think that was it.
That's what I'm mostly outraged about. Yeah,
there's pictures of Brian also in there, but yeah.
Lovely.
So apologies to anyone who was subject to that in the review video.
Oh man, I love it. It was a good video, guys. Like one thing. Okay, so you get a box, Matt. What do we have here?
So I'm trying to. I swear they said something like Fitbit Plus or something, but I'm wondering why I read that now. Like it's just like warning: subscription may be required. The Nest Hub's sleep sensing features require a subscription sold separately and are subject to your permissions and settings. They use blah 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 blah. Blah. Google Fit and other apps may be required for full functionality.
Is that so? Is it free for now, but they'll start charging later if you buy this thing?
So
that sucks.
Yeah. So basically, all Nest Hub users will get sleep sensing as a free preview for a year, is what Google is saying. They have no details yet on how much it'll cost after. They're still ironing that out. And flat out, me and Matt both agree that there's not enough value yet for them to want to charge extra for this.
It's a sneaky thing to kind of put in there and be like, hey, this has sleep sensing, but in a year we will start charging you for it. Like it's, I don't know, like a cable company discount or something, right? Like, you'll be paying full
price.
Like
got you over a barrel already. Like, we know how you sleep. So now, we're holding it.
Otherwise, we will release this information publicly.
All these radar
which
images
I've already done
on
this podcast.
So last question for you guys. We talked a bit about this, I think last week, Sherlyn, but Made for Love, the new HBO show, has some great sequences about our lives being a little overly monitored, overly, computerized. There's a great sequence in that first episode where a pop-up appears and forces our main character to rate her orgasm, which is being monitored by all her bedroom sensors. Does it start to feel like to you guys like we're getting to the point where things are being monitored too much? Like could this lead to anything bad or lead to other devices that we open up too much to?
Matt, do you want to go first?
Well, yeah, I'm the orgasm expert on this show. So,
I don't know, I don't think so.
oi, oi,
Oi.
oi. I think my perspective on this has always been like you'll monitor as much as you want to monitor. I'm sure like all of us have had to play with wearables at some point or other, or any kind of fitness or lifestyle tracker. And, you know, you pick and choose exactly what you like to use. Like the main thing I use, probably the most I've used across coming up to 10 years at Engadget, the thing I've used most is the Apple Watch's fitness tracking. So I like set an exercise or an activity going, and then I stop it when I finish. And that's something that I know how many calories I burn. I know how much my chest hurt. You know, it'll tell me my heart rate, that kind of thing. And it's kind of knowledgeable information. It feels, and it kind of signifies to me that I've worked hard, and that's sort of like a habit forming thing that I've found is just really useful for me. But everyone's got, you know, twos and fro's. You know, like food tracking apps. That's one that's never stuck with me, because you don't want to.
It's annoying.
Yeah. And also, how do you put like I bit off a block of cheese? You don't want to put that in the app, and you don't want to say that on a podcast. But here I am.
But you just did,
like,
yeah.
But all that.
So
kind
what
of
you're
stuff, it's
saying
never
is you
fit.
want actually an implanted sensor that automatically tracks everything. The key is more sensors.
I mean,
everybody.
automate me. Yeah, like that kind of stuff would be great. I mean,
Automat.
what was that? Sorry.
Automat.
Automatic.
Oh, I wish I didn't hear it.
We're done.
Well, my answer is basically, it's all the same as Matt, basically down to choice. Thankfully, you still have the choice. And in Made for Love, she didn't have any choices really to be surveilled.
Exactly.
She was in a situation. But we thankfully still have the choice. It's when companies do things without our permission, without giving us the full transparency that it starts to get a little bit very intrusive and invasive. Right now, I'm fine with it. Again, sleep sensing is an opt-in feature. You could still use the new Nest Hub and not use sleep sensing at all, and it's still a steal because it's still $50 cheaper. Yeah. So get it and don't use sleep sensing if you don't want to, and don't pay for the subscription if you don't want to. But as a proof of concept for technology, I was impressed. I mean, like, who knew radar could tell if I was asleep? Although I do worry about like the long-term exposure to radar type things that some people ask about, and I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. I had fun like sleeping on the job really well.
I think like one of the things as well that I always come back to is you never see someone in, say, like Men's Health or Women's Health who have got like a kicking body because they wore their Fitbit every day. Like that's
right.
It's other things. Yeah.
What you're reaching for and what these kind of gadgets provide are two very different things.
Speaking of fitness and your watch, by the way, Matt, I need the world to know that you blocked me on your notifications.
I did.
You blocked me. I'm so annoyed.
I did. Sorry. I really. But do you know the other reason why I did it? Is because sometimes.
I know the reason why you did it.
Well, the other reason is sometimes I do my workouts at like lunch, and I didn't want you knowing that I was doing my workouts.
I did my workouts at lunch, and I didn't give a crap that you were receiving my notification of my lunch workouts.
Can't believe you're calling me on it on live on a YouTube feed.
Yeah,
that's how Sherlyn rolls. All right. Do we want to roll right into the other Google News?
Yeah, we can go straight.
Q&A? Yeah, let's go straight because don't forget we have less than an hour.
We still have a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Totally. All right, so I can take us in if we want.
All
right. So the Nest Hub review wasn't the only piece of news out of Google world this week. In fact, gosh, it's been like a bang, a big flow of news.
A big bang
coming out of a big explosion of news out of Google, starting with even before the Nest Hub review was out. There was an embargo, I guess, on that same day earlier in the morning. A bunch of Maps updates. Google Maps is continuing to get more tools and more things. Like, remember when they unveiled AR live view way back when? About 2 years ago in 2019. It showed a way you could use the phone's camera to point it around the world in front of you, and it shows you like arrows overlaid on the scene. Yeah, exactly. Telling you exactly where your destination is in front of you, which is really clever. So with this week's news, Maps is getting indoor live view. So indoor AR. So for example, you're in an airport, you can't find your gate, or you're in a mall and you can't find the restaurant that you want to go to and you're late for your reservation. this is going to be a really helpful tool. I was pretty stoked to see it. It's rolling out now to select malls in the US, in like some Westfield malls in some cities, and it's coming out globally soon, which is, I like it.
That's cool. It's a cool idea. I've never seen anybody actually use this feature in real life.
No, me neither.
This would be fantastic in trade show halls, though. You know,
Yeah.
especially when the numbers in the halls don't match up in with how they should
Booth
be logically
numbers.
laid out. Yeah, all that
Yes.
stuff. This could just kind of take you exactly where you need to go. That'd be very cool. And airports sounds like the perfect place for this.
The perfect place. I've spent way too much time running around international airports. Germany's in particular have been nightmares for me. So yeah, sure, I'm down with this. This also seems like just stuff to get ready for AR glasses. You know, like we're getting all this stuff.
Good point.
Yeah, like I don't want to hold up my phone and do this, but if I was just running down, through gates and stuff, and I got pop-up directions, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, think about this with 5G too, right? Because processing and internet would be just a huge factor as to how well this works. So it would be nice to see all of this come through with that promise. Some other maps updates I'm going to quickly run through. A new focus on eco-friendly guidance. So a little bit of the redesign will show you when you're looking up navigation directions to a new destination, it will show you your favorite route. So for example, you're a big biker, it'll show you that at the top. So no longer are there going to be those tabs that differentiate car, transit, cab, and biking. They're all going to be on one page now. Your favorite's going to be near the top. The people in that city's favorite is also going to be near the top too. So if you're in New York, the subway option is going to be higher up than say a car, than driving navigation directions. In Singapore, it might be the MRT more than say taking a car as well, or biking. So that's one change. But the other change is that when there is an eco-friendly your alternative available at about the same ETA. That's to say that there's less of a carbon footprint in that route that they're going to use that as a default when their ETA is about the same, which means you're going up slopes less, you're going to, find more carbon, low emission zones, that sort of thing.
Are they giving any carbon estimates for this? Because that would be cool too. Okay,
absolutely. So if the eco-friendly route is going to take significantly longer than the fastest route, they will show you the CO2 output and let you compare the difference in taking the fastest route. So you decide whether you want the faster route or the eco-friendlier option, which is really pretty nice. And you can still turn this all off if you don't like it in the settings. And I like this. I think it helps people make better decisions, make it easier. And then finally, the company is also going to integrate with some pickup and delivery services. So specifically right now for on grocery retailers. So they'll start with Instacart and Albertsons companies in the US. It will show you things like the pickup and delivery windows, fees, and order minimums. But it's also launching a pilot program with Fred Meyer in some of the stores in Portland, Oregon, so that when you order something in the Fred Meyer app, you can actually go over to Google Maps and then share your location with the store when you're heading over to pick up your order. And then you can check in when you've arrived so they know to bring your stuff out to you to the curbside and stuff like that, which is actually pretty nice. So it'll be nice to see if Google is able to bring this out on a much larger. Sorry, Matt, you're in the UK, so it doesn't sound like a lot of these are headed your way just yet.
It's okay. We have our own problems to deal with at the moment.
Sorry. Other Google news. I'm gonna try to run through things really quickly. This one is noteworthy, but I don't think we need to spend too much time on it, which is this new experimental app called Stack. It's basically out of the Area 120 section of Google Land, like UFO land. And it's basically an app that lets you scan and categorize your documents. A lot of people had an issue with it when this was announced on our team, where they were like, oh God, it's going to have more access to all my bills. And then, for me, I already take a lot of photos of receipts with my photos with my app, with my camera. So the fact that it can scan and recognize that this is a receipt, this is a bill, this is your invoice. I think it's nice, but Stack, it's going to be a way for you to do that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start integrating this into things like photos over time.
Yeah, Evernote has done this. A lot of note-taking apps have done this for a while. So nothing new, but useful for the Google interface.
It is scary to think that they might
Yeah.
have more access to your stuff, but then hey, don't download it if you don't like it.
Don't download it. They've got all your stuff in Gmail, unfortunately. So whatever of your bills go to Gmail, it's all there.
Exactly. Big news in U.S. carrier land, though. T-Mobile announced this week it will make Google Messages the default messaging app on its phones. Which, if you remember from earlier this year, me and Chris Velasco talked to Android chief Hiroshi Lockheimer. This is something that they teased back when Samsung launched the Galaxy S21 this year. Samsung also said, hey, Google Messages will be our default messaging app in certain regions around the world. Now T-Mobile is saying in the US, you will get messages. The benefit of this is that there's less fragmentation. RCS support comes through for more people. We want to see more US carriers do this. I think this is a big deal.
So RCS is the not SMS platform, right?
RCS is, I believe it stands for Relay Chat Services. And it's basically like iMessage, right? It's like you can do things like react to messages or reply to a specific message.
Read receipts, right? I think read receipts is the big one. Things like that.
Exactly.
So
I've always tried to avoid any kind of RCS chat or investigation because I just find it bores me to tears. But is this the equivalent of like iMessage then?
Yeah, basically.
In a lot of ways.
Well, I think equivalent is a sad word for it because sadly, Android for some reason cannot match that experience. I will say I've been using Messages for the longest time, and iMessage always just seems more engaging. You know, everything looks more like a proper chat app, whereas Messages still looks like SMS.
And iMessage is more secure and everything too, right? It's encrypted and all that stuff is good. It's hard to wrangle
Apple stuff, yeah,
Apple stuff. I am interested when iMessage starts to play nicely with RCS. I don't know how that's working.
Yeah, that would be good.
It still looks really awkward when I message my friends who use Apple. Haha, shout out to all of you who I hate. But it just
how you
looks
refer
really
to your
weird.
friends.
Also, judging from your Google Photos album on your Hub review, all two friends.
All two of my friends who use iMessage to chat with me on SMS, like whenever they hit react to one of my green bubble messages, it shows up as this really awkward thing. It's like not a very integrated, seamlessly blended in animation or whatever. It's like second message, Candace, not a real name of any friend I have, but Candace reacted heart to your message. Like that's what you get.
Wow.
And I'm just like, it's painful. It's very painful. So we'll see. Hopefully they bring the two worlds together soon. Back to Google really quick. Devendra, you covered this week. You want to talk about Google's flock trials and the Swan alternative being proposed by some online
real quick, because there's just so much stuff here. But we have talked about Google having a replacement for third-party cookies when it comes to tracking ads, and that is what they're calling Flock. Basically, it's going to group people together in groups or cohorts, and based on certain preferences and things they like. So people who like one type of band or one type of food or something will be grouped together anonymously. Google's starting to test that out, so I think that's pretty cool. But I also read up this news about Swan, another like alternative. I don't even know what the actual thing stands for, but it is an alternative approach to not using third-party cookies anymore from ad companies. And it sounds like it is more of an opt-in thing. It is kind of like a central registry where if you go to a Swan site, you'll, I think, be asked to enable or join this thing. You can have them deliver personalized ads if you want, or you could do it in other ways. So it's giving you more direct control over the ads. We're going to see a lot of this stuff. We're going to see like a couple different ways of dealing with it because Google's is phasing out third-party cookies. Privacy is more important now. So the way we handle ad tracking and data tracking for ads is going to be changing. So this is we have two new approaches that we'll see within this year, and I'll be interested to see how they work out.
Quick shout, because I've been looking into this a little bit. Flock is one of the proposals. Swan is another one, right? The other proposal names, just so you know, they are parakeet, turtle dove, and pigeon. Just so you know.
What?
It's all bird themed right now.
Okay.
Why? Can someone give me the why? Why is it birds?
Stay tuned for my expose.
It's Ad Town, baby.
Is it because birds like cookies? They eat cookies and crumbs and
bird droppings. I don't know.
Okay, no good reason.
Let's go to
I will
Xiaomi.
figure it out and let you know.
Yeah, let's go straight to Xiaomi.
Yeah, we can. Ben, did you have a good spot to cut there? I think at the part where we met SMH might be a good one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I could probably
Cool.
find something there. So if we
Do we
want
want
to
to take Q&A or?
yeah, we could do a quick Q&A here.
Quick one. We are running out of time, but yeah.
Yeah, we do have about 40 minutes, but yeah, so a quick Q&A with the chat. Chat, if you have any questions, here's your time to throw them into, and we'll respond to them live. So I've been banking a few. A Christopher Reardon said during the Google Nest segment, so like it barely tracked Sherlyn when she was asleep because she's a perfect angel when she's asleep, apparently. And so what if you wear headphones with sleep sounds, white noise, beluga whales, literally anything? Or what if you, here's actually something really important. What if you wear like a sleep apnea mask or something like that?
Yeah.
So if you have sleep apnea, if you like wear one of those CPAP air forcing masks, so you don't like constantly suffocate a little bit while you're sleeping, does that register as snoring?
But at that point, it's academic, right? Like, you know, you have sleep apnea and you own a mask. I feel like you've kind of already surpassed the need for a Google Nest Hub to stare at you and tell you what's wrong.
In terms of just software engineering, hardware engineering, like, would they be able to figure out like what is the sound of a snore versus the relatively like regular pattern of a sleep apnea?
And those things can be loud too, so it may even drown out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know yet if that's built into their algorithm. It's certainly worth asking them about, like a white noise generator. But I can tell you that like my TV doesn't register as noise, my speaker doesn't register as noise. The algorithm seems to truly just be picking up on coughing and snoring. Those are two sounds that it's specifically looking out for. I don't know if Matt, you had
my experience. I fall asleep to podcasts sometimes, and it doesn't pick up the kind of. I put it on a timer, and it kind of runs out after 40 minutes or so, and it doesn't pick that up, but it does pick up the monstrosity that my mouth makes later in the night. But I think you will lose that kind of snore tracking and cough tracking, perhaps. But you'd still get the sleep sensors, the Soli sensor, monitoring movement. So any kind of restlessness of your body moving will still get picked up, even if it's not an audible thing.
And so just to confirm, it doesn't record anything because all the other sleep recorder apps are either really funny things that people said while they were asleep, or because it always happens, there's a leaderboard and it's just people absolutely ripping farts.
That's amazing, but disgusting at the same time.
Every sleep recorder app, you put your phone on your nightstand or something, and it's just like people just ripping farts. And the best ones are if they like have a domestic partner, it's them farting and their partner being like, "Oh my god, I hate you." So moving on.
Sorry, Mark Dell, really quickly. Mark Dell said something about the Nest Hub being something that Google might just abandon in a year or so anyway, so don't worry about it. I don't think Google might abandon the Nest Hub because actually the Nest Hubs have been doing pretty well. I will say maybe Stack is something they just experiment with and then like get over.
The Soli part, right? Like they've given up on Soli in phones pretty much, right? It's not
Soli and phones definitely not going to be a thing anymore. Maybe Soli and Nest Hub might go away too. But I was also talking about the experimental app Stack for scanning.
Okay.
It might not come to pass. Who knows?
Yep.
So maybe the last comment for our compressed Q&A, because we've got a lot of stuff going.
We'll get to more Q&A after you.
Yeah, then the next time that you do any kind of like Echo Show or Nest Hub or something, instead of looking like a terrible narcissist with only pictures of yourself, have unlimited pictures of people's pets. Just ask everyone at Engadget
I wish I had enough pictures of pets to put on there.
Well, yeah, but okay, ask everyone like to send you pictures of their pets. One, you get pictures of everyone's pets. That's great. And two, you look less like a narcissist in the review videos.
Truly don't really care about the selfie stream. Mostly just wanted to apologize to everyone. But also not everyone wants to have pictures of their pets on the thing. Well, it's not what I want, but it's also more realistic. It's more likely I have pictures of myself surrounding me and pictures of people's dogs.
The irony of your selfies being the unfiltered share as well. There's some kind of double meaning there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's get to
you talked
Xiaomi.
about this, Matt. All right. Back to Xiaomi. So it wasn't just Google that had a lot of news this week. Xiaomi, which is a Chinese phone making company, also had like a big week. All right. First, it had a 2-day keynote event this week where it unveiled a bunch of phones. Let's start with the most interesting one, the Mi Mix Fold. It is Xiaomi's first real foldable phone. And it basically is different from the prototype that the company had already shown us in 2019 and actually folds in on itself this time as opposed to outwards like before. So this is kind of similar to the Galaxy Z Fold 2 that Samsung unveiled or Samsung makes. And, it folds inside. It's got an 8-inch AMOLED. It's which folds in on itself. And then on the outside, it's got kind of a 6.5. I want to let me get the number. 6.52 inch long narrow screen on the outside. So again, very, very similar to the Galaxy Z Fold 2, but let's not forget it's got a punch hole selfie camera up top on the front, 20 megapixel sharp, and a triple camera system on the back, starting with a 108 megapixel main sensor, accompanied with a 30 megapixel ultra wide, and a new thing that Xiaomi is calling its Bionic camera, a Bionic camera, because Xiaomi cannot stop copying Apple's phrasing. But the Bionic camera, right? The whole aesthetic was Apple to begin with. But anyway, the reason this camera is Bionic is because it comes with a liquid lens. So instead of glass, it's liquid. And there's a motor that, according to Xiaomi, precisely manipulates a packet of fluid to switch between telephoto mode, which is offering 3 times optical or 30 times hybrid zoom, and macro mode, which lets you get close up to 3 centimeters. And then this liquid is supposed to be, good enough to survive temperatures like negative 40 degrees Celsius, which is way below freezing, and also negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, same. And then it goes all the way up to 60 degrees Celsius, which is not boiling, which is great. And that's, for the American listeners out there, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So
yeah,
interesting.
It seems like they are begging, like, this is, have we seen this kind of tech in a phone camera before? It is.
Not yet.
This is the sort of thing that is a red flag to me of like, hey, we invented this whole new thing, kind of to make camera zooms possible. This is gonna break. This is not gonna last a year of use or something.
Yeah, this goes in the same bucket as those motorized pop-up cameras that we don't see anymore. Which sound cool, look cool, but it's another thing to break. Having said that, like the theory of it, or like how my imagination runs with it, is the idea that you could have this one single aperture that could kind of do all these multitasking. I mean, it kind of speaks volumes that so that kind of cool Bionic Lens is only for a single camera sensor, the 8 megapixel one. So that's like the most flattering one to kind of average lens quality, because there's less megapixels. There's aberrations, and the rest of it hopefully won't get picked up as easily.
Yeah, it's the most forgiving. Yeah,
exactly. But the idea, like, if you could get this kind of fluid lens that could be your macro, it could be your telephoto, it could be your ultra wide, it could be whatever you want, darling, in this one single lens. Now that's exciting, and that could be thrilling if it works, and if it doesn't break, and if
You know what? This is giving me an idea. Instead of using liquid, they should just be using ultra thin glass, which is Samsung's glass it uses on the Galaxy Z Flip. A sort of glass that can sort of bend, but then we need to figure out how they're going to figure out how to bend it and that sort of thing. Maybe they're going to work on glass instead of liquid. Anyhow, I'm not a material scientist. This is really up to Xiaomi.
Yeah, you kind of revealed that there.
Wow. We'll see. Maybe they'll start playing with glass. Who knows? But the other thing that stands out about the Mi Mix Fold is its price, right? It starts at 9,999 yuan, which is about $1,520 US. That is $500 cheaper than the Galaxy Z Fold 2. it's nice to see. It's never going to come to the US, I don't think, because it's retailing only in China for now. So sorry for those of you who are eager to get your hands on it.
Do we
But
know when this is going to arrive too? Because I feel like the Z Fold 2 can drop in price. That thing was announced a while ago.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It just
Well-
recently today, I think. Let me just
Okay.
find it. I think it's
Mhm.
literally dropped by like maybe $500 very,
Yeah.
very recently.
I wonder why. Yeah.
1 second. Let
Timing.
me see if I can find it.
While you look for that too, I want to like let people know what you get for that price. You're also getting at the base model 12 gigs of RAM, and you can go up to 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of storage on the Mi Mix Fold with a Snapdragon 888 5G processor. So that's really nice, honestly. Xiaomi
Yeah.
does this, right? A lot of Chinese phone companies do this. They just stuff something full of the highest end specs, and
Yeah.
then it's
Okay, so here's
they don't come
I've
over.
got my update.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So it's good news. So apparently, yes, Samsung has permanently lowered the price of the Galaxy Z Fold 2 by about £500. The bad news is it's in South Korea.
They mean the
You
price
know.
drop is only in South Korea, or the phone is
At the
only in
moment.
South Korea?
At the moment, it's only a price drop
Yeah.
in South Korea, but it's
That-
it's
Yeah.
pitched as a kind of semi-permanent price drop.
That can roll out, pretty quickly across the globe. This is the thing too. Like, do you guys care? Are you excited about the idea of fancy new foldables right now, or is it like the lens and the hardware that's more, more
Sure,
compelling?
you've used more foldables than me. What do you think on foldables?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm very excited for this because it's a foldable. I am definitely more intrigued by the liquid lens thing. It's new, it's interesting, but I don't know how well it'll work. I actually do really want to test that out and see how it'll work. But foldables, am I going to use them soon? Am I going to splash extra money for them soon?
We should ask V, who splashed that
Yeah,
money. on his
did he
fold.
It's a
splash his own
question.
money?
Yeah, he straight up did. Yeah, he did go and buy
what-
one. A lot of
which
my
one?
friends have.
What, the
The
Z Fold
Z
2?
Fold 2. Yeah.
Madness.
We pay
Madness.
I
him
know.
way too
See,
much.
we maybe do. I personally, I would totally go for a Z Flip, the smaller, the really Motorola style Z Flip, the Razer style one, but
Yeah.
the Samsung one. So I'm not
I
sold
think
yet, but I could.
I
see
think it
myself getting
speaks
there.
it speaks volumes about both of us, Share, because like we see these foldable phones kind of pass us by.
Mhm.
I've never actively chased Samsung or Motorola for like a review sample for them because I don't care enough. I think that's a bad sign. I saw like the Motorola one, which is probably one of the least good foldable phones. That's been heavily discounted in the UK recently, but it's still a lot of money for a phone that you can get.
Yeah.
You can get better versions of elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There's still
like-
too much of a premium right now. Dev,
Sure.
how about you? Do you think you're ever going to be interested in a foldable phone, or are you still on camp dual screen?
I think, I mean, right now the foldables are just that. It is too expensive. I do feel like once we hit the threshold of $1,000 phones, I started to take a step back and be like, hey guys, what are we really doing here? Because the mid-range phones are so good. Even a lot of the low-end phones are so good. It was market pressure from Apple and other companies who just wanted to make more money because all of a sudden their phones started to get a little boring, right? So they had to throw stuff in there, raise the prices, kind of get some flash. And I feel like we're in a more flash than substance, era of phones, and especially when it comes to dual screens. I would love one eventually, once the tech is reliable, once it works well. But right now, I think we actually have come to a really good a good spot where solid slabs of glass, we need to make the glass stronger. We need to make like phones with less moving parts because those will last longer. So I care more about durability and value than a phone that can flash open. Like, and honestly, I want to spend less time on my phone these days, so I don't want to like be encouraged to do more of that too. So it's all these factors are coming into play here.
What phone are you currently on, Dev?
I have a 12 Pro right now, but the smaller one, not the Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can get into a deeper conversation about foldable phones another episode, and I think that is our plan, so we will get there. I will say Xiaomi did unveil another phone that is right up my alley, the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra. It's got a triple camera system on the back, no liquid lens, but it also has a tiny 1.1-ish inch screen on the back.
Oh, I know why you like it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because
I could put my face on it.
When you're taking a photo.
Wow, what happens to you during your selfie, Sherlyn? I'm terrified by this.
We're taking a
Your
photo. You can
selfie mode is
see.
just horrifying. If you are listening on the audio podcast, please take a look at our video stream because Sherlyn selfies are something else.
It does look
There's
different
something.
with glasses on.
Look a little bit different with my stubble, yeah.
Mhm.
So the Mi 11 Ultra is Xiaomi's flagship range, so it has all of the stuff that you would expect: Snapdragon 888, 16 gigs of RAM, no folding screen, but decent, right? But this extra little dual screen can not only show you your viewfinder when you're taking a photo with the rear camera, it'll also show notifications when you have the phone face down on a table, for example. So it's like a sort of take
Just
on a
turn
dual
the
screen
phone up.
phone.
Turn the phone up if you want notifications. You don't need another phone.
It's
You
quite
don't need another screen for
that's
that.
hilarious.
Oh my god.
I know. One last thing I will say that Xiaomi did talk about this week is it confirmed reports that it is going to go into the electric car business. So yeah,
Sure,
a few weeks
of
ago
course.
it made the decision, to make electric. Why not, Xiaomi? You make electric
You
rice
make everything.
cookers.
But also
You make scooters. You might as well
there's
make.
some great coverage of China's electric car business, and it's the biggest in the world. It's growing fast. There's tons of government subsidies. There was a great CNBC video I think recently about just how China's market is completely different because they can build the infrastructure quickly, right? And aren't they doing the things where it's like it's cheaper to buy an electric car because you normally have to pay a lot of extra title fees and things like that for a gas car, whereas those are waived if you buy an electric. So it's viable.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it is in
Yeah.
China, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Give incentives. Anyhow, that is news from Xiaomi Land for now. Let's I wouldn't be surprised. Again, they're doing a lot. There's no news yet on whether they're selling those cars outside of the US. It's still very outside of China, sorry. Still very early days, but we'll see. Stay
We
tuned.
shall see. Okay. Let me can I give you a break,
You can
Sherlyn?
kick off.
Just so we could,
you
blow
should
this
kick off
through?
other news. Totally.
Let's go straight through other
Yep.
news because we've got like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's call
We
it.
got a bit of time. Okay. Let's move on to some other news. Listen, as usual, we're expecting an Apple event soon. I don't think we have not gotten confirmation of that, but we do expect something to happen in April. What do you guys expect to see from this event?
Matt, that's you.
Oh, guys. Oh,
Yeah.
Gender's a spectrum share. You can be a guy. It's totally cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's not
I think this seems like the design and stuff. I can't quite place it. It looks like it's going to be those air tags and some kind of wireless charging stuff, at least from the aesthetic of the invite. But yeah, iPads. I guess that would probably be the first thing. We've also been hearing a lot of ruminations on more standard Macs coming with Apple's homemade chips and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's revealing a new chip for more desktop-based PCs. I don't know. It seems like it might be quite a small one, so I don't want to get everyone's hopes too high. It could just be AirTags and stuff.
It could just be, but this is the timing for maybe new iPads. Like this is when we see some of that stuff. So I've been kind of just eyeing iPad Pros for a while, so I'm gonna see what that is like. Yeah,
interesting.
I want a good, sleek typing device, but also with a high refresh rate screen. What do you think, Cher?
Yeah, I'll say that I've been talking to V about this a little bit, Chris Velasco, our Apple guy, and one of the things he also reiterates sometimes is that this is around the same time last year that they unveiled the iPhone SE. So maybe another small, affordable phone. We'll see. I otherwise have no clue.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Also, but yeah, you mentioned the desktop M1 chips too. I know at least 10 people within my friend group who are waiting for new iMacs, basically, right? And once they drop those M1 iMacs, I do feel like those things are going to be super popular. There is constant AR glasses rumors that we're hearing about too, but that may be more like something for WWDC where they announce the ones that developers can buy because they need to start building apps for those too. Yeah.
Speaking of Apple, sorry.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Apple, by the way, there's some other stuff that happened this week about from Apple Land, I guess. Lots of lands. There's a new upcoming iOS update that will unblock the word Asian as adult content. So this is like a bit of background here. This was discovered sometime last year, I want to say. And the what happens is when you enable screen time and you set it to limit adult Apple used to prevent searches for for in things like browser apps, and other like things it has control over, I guess. And it won't show results for the word Asian, along with some other keywords that seemed adult. But obviously, with everything that's going on in the world, in America especially, you can't just not show results for the word Asian and think that's okay.
It took like a major crisis for Apple to be like, hey, maybe this is bad. Oopsie.
Yeah. It's nice to see that update is coming, and we will see how that goes. But there's a lot of work more to be done here. A lot of some studying, I think, to do to see what else Apple blocks in that filter. But
okay,
we're keeping an eye on it.
Also, why would you enable your own screen time filters to block porn? Like, you would do this for your kid, but maybe, I don't know. It's your phone,
Well, if you enabled it and you handed it off to a kid, right, like on an iPad or something, and you had adult content limited, they couldn't search for Asian cartoons or something, I guess. I'm not very sure. So there we go.
Yep. And Ben is mentioning in our show notes too, like there could possibly be like religious, reasons to do that, or no, I don't know. Let's move on to something just real quick that happened. Volkswagen. What do you guys think
April
about
Fools, y'all?
Volkswagen? The dumbest of the April Fool's story. Honestly,
but
I actually didn't.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
They should actually do it. So the story was this week that Volkswagen would be rebranding as Volkswagen as they like pushed into EVs and everything. It was actually an April Fool's joke that just like got leaked early, I guess. Like that's the deal. Yeah. But also, I don't hate it.
It feels like a really good kind of strong
commitment.
Commitment to the future and to kind of trying to rescue us before Waterworld happens. Like
for sure.
It sounds also like a good thing to have done.
It sounds great. It turns out, guys, especially after Dieselgate, where we found out that Volkswagen was, polluting the world and lying about it.
Literally not telling us the truth. Do you think you really should be dealing in April Fool's trickery when you're already dealing with a lack of trust?
Yeah,
I don't know.
And let's not forget where Volkswagen started too. So it's like it may actually be good to change your name and get away from your Nazi connections. Thank you very much. But anyway, that's April Fool's. Their shares dropped 3.7 points. No, 3.7% yesterday after this news. So turns out
when people found out the name change was fake, the share price dropped because everybody actually liked the fake name so much more.
Yeah. You played yourself. So congratulations.
Also, like coming from the point of having to, I did both of these kind of Volkswagen. Is it a rumor? Is it real? Kind of thing for the Morning Edition podcast, and it's really hard to enunciate to make them sound different.
Sure.
Volkswagen. If you're kind of blasting out your sentences, it's really hard to make it stand out. So
in America, a lot of people just always called it kind of Volkswagen too. That's kind of what it sounded like. So.
a little bit.
Anyway,
it just wouldn't.
Anyway, one quick other story that just dropped last night. Netflix is reportedly paying $450 million for 2 Knives Out sequels. And I'm just mentioning this because, first of all, that's a shit ton of money for 2 movies. But also, Knives Out was super popular, directed by...
It's a good show. I loved it.
It's a good movie. Directed by my boy, Rian Johnson. So apparently, this hasn't been fully confirmed yet, but it's been reported by both Variety and Deadline. So wow, amazing news. I do kind of hope they still get a theatrical release. That's the thing that worries me whenever Netflix picks something up, because then it just gets bought and hidden within the algorithm, right? Whereas I remember seeing Knives Out in theaters, and that was so much fun, a ton of fun, a great theatrical experience. So I hope we still get that with the sequels.
I mean, I love the idea of also of having like this kind of detective series with what's it called, Benoit Blanc or something.
Benoit Blanc.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig doing like weird American accents.
Foghorn, channeling his inner Foghorn Leghorn. I absolutely loved it. Yeah.
Also, more love for Logan Lucky, where he channeled his like inner Southern dude.
I watched that.
That movie's amazing. You should watch that movie. So also check out Logan Lucky if you all like Knives Out. Let's move on to what we've been working on. I'll just say I've been testing out something new and something different for me. The Toyota Sienna minivan, the 2021 version. Yeah, I'm testing out one of the ultimate dadmobiles. I'm doing this because I am interested in exploring more about like what car tech is looking like, but also hybrids and EVs. The interesting thing about the Sienna is that the entire line is hybrids this year. There is no choice. It's not like a premium upgrade. And I do think that is a big push from Toyota to say like, hey, we forget about recalling ourselves, Volkswagen. This is a commitment to better mileage, reducing carbon emissions and things like that. This thing gets 35 miles per gallon in the US. That is more than my much smaller 2017 RAV4 hybrid, which gets like 32 miles per gallon. And a typical minivan like this, if it was just gas, maybe would have a V6 engine, would be like 21, 22 miles per gallon. So a significant jump there, and it's pretty cool so far. I'm really digging it. I'm trying to figure out how we will cover this, but yeah, it is a good dadmobile. As soon as I put my daughter Sophia in her car seat, she was like, wow, I like this car. So that's
your daughter turned to you and said thanks. She turned to you and said thanks, Daddy, for saving the environment.
Thank you. I give it 90%. Like she's already rating gadgets and everything. Like she's judging things. Like she'll tell me how much she likes something.
I wonder where she gets that from.
I love it. Like she has instant reactions. She's very critical towards movies. So I dig it. I don't know where all that comes from. Charlene, what have you been working on?
Finally getting that review up was really nice, and then a bunch of embargoes out too was also nice, but I'm still getting out of my writer's block zone and finally making some headway, which feels good. I talked to manager about it and found some ways to help myself feel better. So there you go. You'll see that stuff coming soon. I hope so hard.
You're gonna take some breaks, Charlene. Go out and take some selfies.
I'm trying to. Well, I do that every day, but yes. Matt, what are you working on?
I'm working on getting more work put on Sherlin's plate.
God, I hate you.
But after that's sorted, I'm testing out a new controller from 8BitDo. They've recently announced Pro 2. That's under embargo, but it's already been announced, so I can talk about it a little bit. But that's a very nice little upgrade. I can use it with Stadia. I can use it with my Mac. Annoyingly, it doesn't work with iOS, so it's not perfect. But it works with Android phones if you are looking for a nice gaming upgrade, and it's quite reasonably priced. But anyway, I'll save my full
for the actual work.
For the actual work, yeah, for the thing I paid for doing. Stay tuned to read about it. The other thing I'm playing with, and this is why my video is quite decent quality.
It's much better than normal. Yeah.
So
this is the Sony ZV-10, which is quite an old now, like a camera dedicated for video blogging. And so I'm testing it out because I have no camera skills. I have to do a fair amount of videos these days and no one to help me do it. So I'm using this to kind of improve my game. And it's wonderful. It's almost idiot proof, which is crucial. Matte proof, yeah. It's coming on the box. But yeah, it's really good. It's really smooth. This is a review sample I've got from Sony. Unfortunately, some of the buttons are a bit sticky. So I'm hoping they'll send me a new one before I actually write something about it. But yeah, I'm super impressed. I'm really hoping they'll make a ZV-2. And I'll literally buy that with my own money.
ZV-10-2, ZV-10-2, ZV-20.
All I want is a liquid lens inside it. That's all I'm looking for. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. So I'm going to be writing about that as well. But yeah, I'm actually barreling into Easter holidays. So I've got a few days off coming up. So that's exciting.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Well, here's what we're going to enjoy when we all take some time off, right? Devendra, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing.
Sure.
trying to make myself feel better in the midst of all this mental burnout.
So for your pop culture picks, we are moving on to pop culture picks.
We're moving on to pop culture picks. And I've been watching a lot of good stuff. I'm just seeing what one of Devendra's recommendations is going to be, and I fully agree. But I surprisingly have done a lot of interesting stuff these last few days. One of which I'm going to start with this because I actually already told Matt about it, and we've already played this. But it's a game called Kitty Letter. Letter, not litter. Letter. It's created by the artist who's behind web series or webcomic The Oatmeal.
Yeah,
He also made a game called Exploding Kittens a while back. So basically, this is a word game that is Boggle style. You basically unscramble words, or you make words out of a like a longish word, and each word that you create generates a bunch of exploding kittens that head towards your enemy's house, and your goal is to take down your enemies with exploding kittens. And you can play story mode, you can play multiplayer versus mode, which Matt and I have done. You can also play single player endless. And I played the story. The story mode is so awesome because it's the Oatmeal's humor in a story about exploding kittens versus an angry neighbor, and it's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. The story was just hilarious. If you like the Oatmeal's comics, you will love the story mode. And then, you know, take on your friends afterwards. Matt and I struggled a little bit with the server the first time we tried, I think.
Yeah,
Matt,
I got it
did you
working
like
in the end. I did like it, but I kind of went in blind, and then Cher just kind of thrashed me
bulldozed
again
you
and again.
That's why we don't play games with Sherlyn. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I want to play Among Us with her just so I can murder her. I don't think that's healthy.
No, she will only ever murder you and lie about it. Yeah.
Yeah, seems about right.
Oh, no.
Is that it for your pop culture stuff, sure?
I have a second recommendation, and that's my last one, which is a new show that I've been talking to a few people about called Marriage or Mortgage on Netflix.
Why? Why?
It's kind of amazing. Don't say why. Every other episode I've like sobbed. It's been very moving. I always think as a person who was brought up by parents who are very financially savvy, that it would be no question. It would always be mortgage. But no, there's some.
What is the key question? What do they mean by marriage?
Marriage or Mortgage is a 10-episode series on Netflix right now. Every episode, there's a couple that's questioning. They have some money and they want to put it towards either a mortgage or a wedding. And this pair of it's a real estate agent and a wedding planner. They're this pair of women in Nashville, and they come up with like a good pitch for each case. So either they find them the perfect house for their budget, or they put together a really wonderful wedding. It's amazing. I hate my friend Sam Rutherford for introducing this to me, but I got hooked and I finished all of it. I cried through all of it. Man. It was really great.
It's a whole thing.
What makes it emotionally triggering?
It's okay. So if you like anything that like is gorgeous aesthetic, like I do, like if you like house renovation shows, you will like parts of this. There's a lot of that. There's the wedding planning part of it is very moving, but what makes it emotionally triggering is because they both have to kind of win the client over, right? They both pull out all the stops. So they're like, oh, your dad passed away, so he can't be a part of your wedding. Let's do a memorial tribute to him. So like she sets it up and you see this person crying, or this other person, when they finally find their dream house, they're like, you know, my grandparent who passed away would really want me to have this house, and they start crying too. So it's like, it gets emotional like that. But yeah, I mean, gosh, it's a nice show. It's really, really nice.
Sounds like a nice show, but I hope it dives into just how insane the marriage industrial complex is in America. I have some friends who
it's really expensive.
They save like tens of thousands of dollars by just eloping, right? And when my wife and I got married, it's crazy over here. I don't know what it's like in the UK.
It's not as bad, but it's getting there. Like, and
I mean,
it depends on the people as well. Like some people
definitely. Yeah, set aside your personal like issues. I would never spend that much money on a wedding, I don't think. Gosh, I might have to eat my words, but you know, watch it for learning.
How presumptive of you, Cher, to think you're ever going to get married.
I know, right?
I take that back.
You had to eat your words.
Damn.
All right.
Well, you invite me on.
Dev, what are you going to recommend?
I want to ask Matt, actually, because he seems like he's on a roll. What are your pop culture picks?
So this is a series that's been running on YouTube for years. I've only just kind of come across it, and now I'm addicted. It's hosted by two drag queens, Trixie Mattel and Katya, who were both made famous through RuPaul's Drag Race, and now they're famous in their own rights. But anyway, the series is just called, and that's how they say it, obviously. How do you Google it? It's UN and then 3 H's. You should find it. It's like hugely popular, millions of views. And it's just a really dumb, edited together, two drag queens talking about anything series, where it's just kind of got layers upon layers of like graphics and video effects and sound effects. And who like the people who are behind the editing of it are just geniuses. It feels Adult Swimmy. It feels a bit kind of like very old, like early noughties web animation, that kind of thing. But it's just so
chaotic,
smartly put, chaotic and just like so funny. And just the sound effects they put on these things and these kind of running jokes they make that have no grounding as to why they should be funny, but just are. And it just kind of speaks to kind of the personality and the charm of these two drag queens. And I think there's almost like 150 episodes. So I'm just kind of trying to slowly pad through it. But yeah, so much fun and such a great kind of tonic at this point where I'm just itching to leave my house and I'm miserable about every other facet of my life. And now I can just distract myself with two dramas drag queens and just think about why my life went wrong.
Love it. Love it. Anything else, Matt?
What else am I getting into at the moment? So I've kind of dusted off my PlayStation VR headset. There's been a bunch of games that have come free on, I'm not sure what it's called, Sony's like play at home PlayStation free game Bonanza, and that's included Res. But I ponied up some money for Tetris Effect, which is wonderful.
Yeah,
in VR.
it's fun. Yeah,
and very, very relaxing. And then I'm going to just try and be brave and play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
In VR? Oh, buddy.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to try that.
But I think I might just cry.
That sounds a little too scary. I
I
feel
wanna
like
try
you
that.
had something else you wanted to mention, Matt, that you had told me,
What else I wanted to
that you had
mention?
slacked me about.
Oh, but then it ended up, it was, so what I wanted, this is
You
kind of
ruined it.
ruining
You
I'm going to
ruined it.
ruin it because I actually did play the cat game with Cher. So Cher, what I wanted to do was kind of like, oh, Cher, whatever your recommendation for pop culture. Yeah, I love it too. I love everything about it. You're so right, Cher. And then say it was an April Fool's. But you ended up recommending something I'd already played. So kind of, you ruined
You ruined it.
April
You ruined
Fool's
it,
for me.
Trillian. Let me
Read between the lines.
I'll just mention a couple things quickly, and we're crushed for time on our live stream, so I'm
Yes.
just gonna do this.
Yes.
I finished up Search Party up to season 4, which is on HBO Max right now. This is one of the best shows that exists on TV. So if you like Breaking Bad, if you like fun comedy that can get kind of dark sometimes, but it's also a really smart mystery and is really character focused, check out Search Party. I love it so much. I think Alia Shawkat, if you only know her from Arrested Development, it is a trip to see her here in the show be just like an utter queen. Like, she is just doing some tremendous acting work. So everybody watch Search Party. I like promise you will love it. I rewatched the 2014 Godzilla movie
Same.
directed by Gareth Edwards, which I remember I reviewed this back at the time. I saw it in theaters. It was a good looking movie, but watching it now, I'm like, it is a great looking movie. You know, like, I do love how
I
like
loved
every
it.
aspect of this of it is like very artfully composed. Not the best script in the world, you know, it's kind of messy, but I do think Gareth Edwards just has a good eye. We saw that again in Rogue One. So it is worth rewatching. You probably don't need to rewatch Godzilla King of the Monsters, the
No, you don't.
second movie in this new trilogy, ahead of
Well-
Godzilla versus Kong. Like,
Right.
I know characters reappear, but King of the Monsters was
Right.
just awful. Like, had very little redeeming things to it. So I plan to be watching Godzilla versus Kong, you know, this weekend.
I
and
still
enjoying
liked
hell
King
out
of the
it.
I still like King of the Monsters, if only for Mothra. if just for Mothra. That's
Mothra's
it.
great. Mothra's
love
great.
it.
I love
Mothra's
Mothra, but yeah, rewatch. If you're planning to see Godzilla versus Kong, also be sure to check out Kong Skull Island, which is a ton of fun. And I feel like most people just haven't talked about it. And one quick shout out this week to Bad Trip on Netflix, which is the Eric Andre movie.
Oh, yes.
Talk about chaos. Talk about
Mm.
pure chaos. It is one of the funniest things I have ever seen. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just telling you all to watch it. Do not watch it with your kids. Do not watch it with your parents. But it is
Okay.
hilarious. I think you will all enjoy it. So check that out.
Nice.
And why don't you wrap us up, Charlotte? Or actually, no, I'll take it because you did the intro stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it for this week on the Engadget podcast. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Our theme music is by game composer Dale North. Our outro music is by our very own managing editor, Terrence O'Brien. The podcast is produced by Ben Ellman. You can find me online at Devindra, and I also podcast about movies and TV at the /filmcast at /film.com. Where can we find you, Sherlyn?
If you want to send me cute pictures of babies and animals for my smart display that are totally PG-13, I'm at Sherlyn Lowe on Twitter.
Excellent. And Matt?
You can find me on Twitter at @MattSmith. That's 1T in Matt, and then the rest is how you think it'd be spelled. And I'm on all the other ones, but my handles are never very easy to say on podcasts, so I don't. But yes, if you search around, you can find me on Instagram.
Fine. It's not like Matt Smiths are hard to find online. So good luck.
No,
with this.
there are a lot of us.
You can always email us at podcast@engadget.com. Leave us a review on iTunes, please, and subscribe on anything that gets podcasts, including Spotify. Thanks, folks. We are out. Now, I don't think we'll have time for Q&A, unfortunately. Like, we are just
Yeah,
we're
I'm
prepping
gonna
for another event,
apologize.
so our video
Yeah,
team needs to run for that.
Yes, to everyone in the chat, we would really like to talk, but our video team, I think, is doing something for TechCrunch.
How dare
some big thing for them, so we have to
Yeah.
give them time to change over. So thanks for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
Remember to rate and subscribe.
Thanks for having me, guys. Hello.
We'll
Thanks,
chat
Matt.
next time. Come back next week.
Yes, come
All right,
back
guys.
next week. It's always a good time. Bye.
Night, guys. Bye.
Bye.